Hello again. So let's look at chapter 9 of Tsotsi. Now, this is an extremely interesting and important chapter because now finally we get Tsotsi's backstory. We find out why he has no identity, why he ran away from home, why he ended up being the way he is. So we see it starts with him remembering his mother, her singing songs to him, them in their room together, the love, the care, the nurture he received from his mother. We see how they, spend their afternoons there together, where there's all the women there as well, which I suspect is in his grandmother living with them. So you see this happy family. You see also the yellow bitch, which at that stage seems to have been very violent towards Tsotsi. So he made a sort of game of it, running, and then the dog would run until the chain, snapped the dog back so the dog could not reach Tsotsi. But all of these memories seem so loving that he had a loving, caring, nurturing family. But his father was absent. So in the 10 years that he was there, he never knew his father. His father was working away. He was earning money, sending money back home, but he was working far away. But he has been told, your father is coming, your father is coming. And now it's no longer as far away. Now it's like your father is coming like this week. Soon you will see your father. So he's got this excitement as well of like, you will see his father. But now remember, he does not know his father. He never met him. All we see now also is the mother, and we see their whole ritual here at home and the way they spend their life together and the love, the care, the nurture that is all there. But then something tragic happens, and this is where the first trauma really strikes Tsotsi. So they're sleeping, him and his mom, sleeping peacefully, when all of a sudden there's banging at the door and these police storm into the room. They rip her away. They're just like, keep quiet. And they say some racist things in the chapter as well, calling them certain words which are like, not words that should be used, but drag her then out of bed there, arrest her, because she doesn't have a passbook with her. So she gets arrested for not having a passbook. She gets stuffed into a van. The child is left all alone there. And off they take his mother. He can't help her. He can't save her in any way. Only thing he remembers is the instruction she gave him of, should anything ever happen to me, just stay in this room and wait for me. I will be back. So they knew the type of life they lived. They knew the dangers they had. And she prepared her child like, listen, I could be taken away, but stay in the room and wait here. The grandmother then comes and says, listen, your father will be back soon. Just wait for him. So Tsotsi stays in the room and he waits. But then he puts something in front of the door to make a noise so that if someone forces the door open again, he will hear them and be able to get away. This then happens. But it's his dad. His dad comes there and he's like, Tondi, Tondi, calling out for the mother. Interestingly, he's not calling for the son. Immediately first calling for the mother. Tondi, Tondi, and then he pushes the door open. So Tsotsi, in fear and panic, runs and he goes and hides in one of the bird cages in the backyard so that he can't be found. And then he looks out and he sees his dad coming out and the yellow bitch going for his father. And then one of the most terrible things described in this chapter happens. The dog then kicks the yellow bitch. Then Tsotsi watches this dog struggling. And then we see the dog giving birth to a stillborn litter and then dying immediately afterwards. Now imagine a 10-year-old seeing all of this happening right in front of him. Seeing this dog dying, her baby's dying, right there before his very eyes. This is an extremely traumatic experience. And I think this is why he feared his father even more. So that when he then leaves that cage, he runs away, never to return to his home. He runs away, never to return. Fear, panic, trauma, anxiety, so many emotions, stripping this poor 10-year-old of his identity. Then he goes and he joins up with a group of street kids that are known as the River Gang. So this group of boys that stay within these pipes near the river, they keep each other there, safe, warm, feed each other, help each other. But they are involved in stealing and, all sorts of crimes as well. They are a gang after all. When he gets there, they now, what's your name? And they're like, no, your name could be Willie and whatever. But then Tsotsi tries to steal from an Indian shopkeeper. And the Indian shopkeeper chases him away and calls him Tsotsi. And that is then where Tsotsi decides upon the name of Tsotsi. So then when he gets back to the river gang, he tells them, my name is Tsotsi, and you will know me now by that name of Tsotsi. So that is how he then got the name of Tsotsi. He had all these traumatic experiences, and that is Tsotsi's backstory that we are finally given within chapter 9. Have an awesome day.